Well, good morning, Fern. Good morning, Fern. Hello. Hello. Come on, let's go get your treat. I'm gonna grab Fern's treat and put her back to bed. She helps me do chores in the morning so that she can get some exercise where she doesn't have an actual fenced-in pasture. Come on, then. Yep, good girl. Come on. This morning she's got some small diced sweet potatoes and radishes. Diced small because she's too little to chew well, and we don't want to have to reach down her neck and pull anything back out if she's choking. Here's the goaties. I already fed you guys. What do you think you want, huh? You guys want some sweet potatoes too? Alright, give me a minute. Yeah, she's kind of like a dog. Come on, Fern. Alright. Just about time to clean out Fern's pen. I'm probably going to do that today before everything freezes. There you go, babe. You have small windows here to clean out livestock pens in the wintertime. Everything's soft enough today that I should be able to get it cleaned up. We're going to get really cold temperatures this weekend, so today it's going to have to be, or it won't get done at all. Hey, you. Look. Yeah, you like sweet potatoes. Good job. Good job. Yeah, good stuff, huh? Nice work. Another one. Solids are necessary for a calf's ruminant, which is their belly. Their belly has to have good solids, good water to operate properly, otherwise they'll have digestive problems for basically the rest of their life. And we wouldn't want that, would we, Fernie Bird? Yeah, that's my boot. Alright, so I've got some cut up yellow squash and sweet potatoes here for the sheepies. Usually I just cut these things in half and throw them in the pen. Yeah, you guys know I have treats. I was already cutting up the calf's treats, so I went ahead and cut up theirs. One reason I cut up theirs is because I need bellies nice and full with minimal work, because we are headed into negative-degree temperatures this weekend. Actually, we're going to hit negative 30s. So, full bellies and high nutrients. That's also the reason that their hay is getting fed to them on the ground this week. I don't like to do that because it wastes a lot of hay. I usually use hay nets and everybody does great with them. But hay on the ground makes for really heavy, good deep bedding, and then I can clean out their pens after the cold snap has gone by and start using the hay nets again. Oh, any treats, Mama? Oh, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff, isn't it? All right, let me put some in your pen. Here you go. And the boys. Freezer camp boys that are taking forever going to freezer camp. Yeah, we're running low on time, aren't we? He's not quite ready. He's obviously not ready. This one, though, really needs to go. Hopefully, eventually, we'll have the time to get that done. Hey, girls. All right, come on. You guys have a dish. There you are. And there we go. Share. Play nice, please, ladies. Oh, yummy. That's the goodest treats, isn't it? Very nice. There you go, guys. There you go. There you go. Cap, my stunning little diva. Hello, welcome back to Wicked Quail and Pork Homestead, the YouTube channel.
This is just going to kind of tell you guys who we are, what our future goals are, what we already do. We really haven't touched base on that a lot. Those of you who aren't local or don't know us personally wouldn't know these things, and I think it's important for you to know these things if you're going to follow our journeys. My name is Bria. I run the farm, the livestock hauling business. I am a licensed livestock dealer. I am a home baker that is soon opening a food truck, and I am married to my husband Paul. I come from a farming family, particularly beef cattle. Now, I'm not a cattle loving person. We have our home milking calf, Fern, who is just 6 weeks old, and I like her, but I'm not into owning a herd of beef cattle after dealing with it my entire childhood and teenage years. And so I switched to pork and raising swine back when I was like 17, 18 years old. That's the path that I decided to go. And I love it. I haven't stopped doing it since. So we used to sell cuts of pork. We were licensed to do so in the state of Maine. And we were even shipping it in around the state of Maine, and we shipped a couple packages to New Hampshire at one point. But we stopped selling cuts just because we're not in the area to be able to do that efficiently and make good money off of it. It's just not something that people in our area are looking for enough to make it cost effective. So now we sell just halves of pork, which is a lot easier. You raise the pigs, you sell the halves, we take deposits for the halves, you drop the pigs off at the butcher, the people pay you for the hanging weight, they pay the butcher fees, they get to choose their own cuts, how they want it cut, the flavor of sausage, all of that, and you're done with it at that point. You don't touch the meat again after that unless you're going back to get your own pigs. Selling halves goes really well in our area. We actually have a waiting list for us to expand. I didn't actually want to raise that many pigs, but it just kind of kept getting bigger and bigger. More people kept jumping on and asking. So I think we'll probably raise 10 to 12 feeder pigs this year. 2 of them will be ours. And that's all I want to do this year, where we're relocating, and that's going to be a lot of work all on its own. But I could probably easily raise 15 to 20 feeder pigs and have all of the halves and wholes sold. So I told you a little bit about me. I come from the farming background. Now, Paul is a full-time heating technician, so you will only see him in videos that are based around weekends. The weekends is when he helps me, or every weekend he's at the new house, remodeling that, fixing that. Paul is a jack of all trades. He can easily just look at something, look at how it works, and know what he's doing with it, which is awesome to have around on a homestead and a farm. It makes things a lot cheaper. We don't have to hire out anything. So what animals do we own right now? We own Fern, which is our dairy cow. She's a Jersey. She's an A2 organic Jersey. We got really lucky grabbing her from a friend that owns a local organic Jersey farm in the area. She's a fantastic calf. She's super healthy. I don't typically like bottle calves, especially dairy bottle calves. Sometimes they don't fare well. They made sure that we were set up for success with her. And she's 6 weeks old, so she's pretty well out of the clear of just dying on us. So she's doing great. And then, of course, we have the pigs. Last year, we switched to Idaho pasture pigs. So happy with that breed. They are so awesome. We are adding 3 more breeders in this year. We brought in 3 breeders plus a few feeders last spring. This spring, we're going to Michigan to get 3 more feeders. breeders. And then we will be able to sell full breeding trios off of our farm, which is going to be super exciting. Idaho Pasture Pigs are a newer breed. I think they were like officially like a breed in 2006. A lot of inbreeding and close genetics going on, so we have to go all the way to Michigan to get some different genetics to go with the ones that we already have. We have raised everything from Herefords, Yorkshires, large blacks. We had Mulefoots at one point, and those were great, but we couldn't find them again. And Old Spots was our other favorite. That was our first sow we ever owned. She was fantastic. I really love the pigs. That's kind of my thing. That's something that I haven't been able to let go of. Every time we take a step back and we like reevaluate what we're doing, the pigs stay. We will have first Idaho Pasture Pig litters on the ground hopefully within the next month. We'll see how the girls start looking in the next few weeks to see if they got bred right when I put them in with Gordo, or if it took them a little while. Chickens, turkeys, ducks, all the poultry, quail. We're getting back into quail this spring. We had it for years. We were a pretty large size breeder actually, and we had a rodent problem at our current location that just kept cleaning out our quail flocks. So we just stopped for a little while. We're going to start that back up this spring. My son, who is 4 years old, actually kind of takes care of the chicken flock. He helps feed them every day, water them, bed them down. And in the summer when we have extras, he brings the eggs down to the spot at the bottom of the driveway where we put them for sale. And so in return, he gets some of the egg sale money for himself. And then we have the sheep. So the sheep are brand new to us this spring. We fell in love almost immediately. They are so easy. Oh my gosh. Sheep are probably the most underrated homestead animal there is. They're so easy to handle. I spend a good amount of time hands-on handling them, and for that they like think that I'm their leader. They'll follow me anywhere, so I can move those sheep wherever I want to move them. We have East Frisian sheep. We have one Glenforest Icelandic cross. We have a few feeder sheep, which are Icelandic and Katahdin. Those will be going in the freezer, and hopefully our East Frisian sheep, mama sheep, are bred to a Gotland ram that a friend owns. He is beautiful. If they aren't bred to the Gotland ram, they could be bred to the Icelandic or the Katahdin ram that were supposed to be for feeders. We thought we separated them soon enough, but there's always that off chance, and one of them does look like she's starting to bag up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In the spring, we are bringing in a Gotland East Frisian ram cross to use as a breeding ram. And eventually we'd like to bring in a Dorset ram too. Hopefully, as long as things go well on the farm's end of it, we will be bringing in some ewe lambs that are East Frisian Awassi crosses. We'd like to build the sheep herd bigger as quickly as we can without overwhelming ourselves, because we really are enjoying the sheep. You put them on pasture in the summertime, and that's it. Like, they're on pasture. You fill their water like once a week. They barely drink any water. They'll eat grass all summer without needing anything from you. They are so easy to keep. Throwing a few feeder lambs on a small pasture for the summer is like the cheapest meat you're gonna raise. Seriously, guys, give sheep a chance. Also, we did get a chance to try the sheep milk this spring before our East Frisians dried off, because we got them like right at the end of weaning time and they hadn't been milked, so they were kind of drying off. So, because East Frisian sheep is a dairy breed, and that's what we wanted the sheep for. Sheep milk is like the best raw milk we've ever tried. It's so yummy. It tastes like store-bought half and half. It's so creamy. I think it has a way smoother texture than goat milk and a nicer flavor than cow milk. And we do have a couple of goats to offset the sheep until the cow is ready. I'm not a goat fan. I think that they are destructive and obnoxious, and I'm not even a huge fan of their milk, but it makes fantastic cheese, and the kids don't mind it, and the kids are the ones that drink a lot of milk. So the goats are here to offset the sheep, because sheep are only in milk for like 7 to 8 months out of the year from what I read. So the goats will keep milking as long as you milk them, for like up to 2 years. So the goats will offset the sheep until the cow is ready, and then the goats are definitely probably leaving. What do we see in our future? Well, right now we're planning a lot, but we're planning a lot that's happening as we're planning it. We have spent years dreaming about what we're going to do on a large farm property. And now that we are remodeling and purchasing one, we can kind of start putting those things into effect. Basically, we want to have a property that is extremely self-sustainable and works for itself, has an ecosystem that works naturally and efficiently. We want it to also be an educational property where people can learn how to do these things themselves as well. This summer, I plan on hosting a large amount of events, artesian markets basically, but every market will also have like an educational base. So like the first one is going to be in May, and we'll be teaching people anything they need to know about gardening, and it'll be a seedling sale as well. So kind of along those lines. In June, I'm hoping to do an introduction to goats and sheep, get a couple of good vendors in that know what they're talking about to sell their product and answer any questions the public has about those things. Because we get a lot of questions about, well, should I get goats or get sheep? And there's a lot of things to factor in there about which one will work best for you. So that's hopefully going to be one of the events as well. Basically, we want this property to be sustainable for us, and we want it to be a safe place for our children to grow up, feral, free, to walk through the forest and learn about things that they see. And we also want it to be a place where the community can do that as well. So that's kind of where we are right now. That's who we are. We have 2 kids, by the way. I hope that explains a little bit more about who you guys are subscribing to and who you guys are following. I hope you guys have been enjoying everything. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will be sure to answer them. Thank you for subscribing. Share with your friends that enjoy homesteading or house remodeling. And we will talk soon, guys. Happy homesteading.